Warm welcome to AD4 TV Radio News Update coming to you from Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. I am Anthonyetta Kalunta. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari attended the second virtual summit of the Economic Community of West African Head of States to discuss the issues in Mali. Those in attendance were all West African heads of state, including the ECOWAS president. The summit disclosed the military junta's request for a 3-year term, after which power would go to civilians. In another development, 2 persons were confirmed dead following a helicopter crash into a building on Friday afternoon. It happened in Okpebi area of Ikeja in Nigeria's southwest city of Lagos. The spokesperson for the National Emergency Management Agency, Ibrahim Farindoye, mentioned the 2 deaths while 1 other person was found alive. Safety officials went to the spot for rescue work. Meanwhile, young children all over the world now use smartphones for various purposes, from the need to reach out during emergencies, surfing the internet for knowledge, or playing games. Phones are the biggest distraction to young persons these days. Experts have also argued that smartphones, apps and social media have taken over childhood. They fear that children are missing out on the joys of exploring outdoor activities and using their imagination. AD4 TV radio crew gauged the feelings of some residents of Abuja, Nigeria.
Mobile phones is the new wave in town and everybody wants to own one. The problem mostly is that we forgot that mobile phones are just meant for basics information, passing for communication. That's the basic for mobile phone. But since the introduction of smartphones, since the introduction of social media, since the introduction of chat and everything, you see that we've lost it, that no more interpersonal relationship. All we do these days is mobile phone. I don't need to come see you again. I can just use WhatsApp. I can just use now they introduce the video calls and everything. So that's the problem.
There's nothing we can do about it. I don't think there's something you can do about it. Because everybody is using phone. You see this one working, he uses his phone. Even family itself, they will be inside the same room and they will be chatting with each other, you know. So I don't know what they can do about that.
The only way you can strike a balance is to you to take away this smart part of mobile phones, the social media part of mobile phones. Once you can do that, you'll actually be able to strike a balance, but it is not possible.
10 children have been killed by lightning in the northwestern Uganda city of Arua after sheltering in a hut during a storm. The children were playing football when heavy rain forced them to take a break in a nearby grass-thatched structure, which was struck by lightning. 3 survivors were sent for treatment at the regional hospital. Uganda's northwestern region has been experiencing severe rains coupled with thunder and lightning. We take a break now. When we return, NUJ blacklists Femi Fani Kayode. Stay with us, details coming up shortly.
As the world faces the challenge of the coronavirus pandemic and governments around the world are racing against time, AD4 TV Radio thanks you all for doing your part to stop the spread of the disease. Be safe at home and practice hygiene. Protect yourself and others. Do not panic. Do not self-medicate. Listen to all preventive advice and stay at home, as well as maintain social distancing.
Say no to fake news. Get authentic updates from the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, the Federal Ministry of Health, the NCDC, and of course, AD4 TV Radio, your reliable and credible channel. Please stay safe to save others.
Welcome back. You're watching AD4 TV Radio News Updates. Religion is central to lives of many people, but most corporate organizations are not faith-friendly or conducive, with work schedules that sometimes do not afford employees time for religiosity, to office structures that plainly do not recognize the importance. Most companies do not have a written policy that defines how to handle religion in the workplace in a way that is instructive for management. So how can employees handle religion in the workplace? Our crew went out to ask Abuja residents about their thoughts on the matter.
They're 2 different things. Religion, work. For somebody like me, I think in the Bible they said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give to God what belongs to God. If it's work time, you do your work and give it 100%. If it's religion time, you go to your religious place and worship your whatever you worship.
I think religion has nothing to do with our work, because it's just a means of identification. Being a Muslim or a Christian doesn't deprive you of doing what you're supposed to do, like we have just prayed now. So it doesn't stop me of going back to work or continue whatever I'm doing before coming to the mosque. So religion has nothing to do with our activities at all or our work.
The Cross River State Council of Nigerian Union of Journalists has blacklisted former Nigerian Aviation Minister Femi Fani-Kayode. The decision was reached at an emergency meeting in Calabar in Nigeria's south-south. The meeting was organized to appraise the issues that emerged following the outburst of the former Aviation Minister Femi Fani-Kayode against Ayo Charles, a newspaper reporter, during what the Congress considered as an illegal press conference organized by the state government. According to a communique released to journalists, the former aviation minister is blacklisted from all media activities in the state. Meanwhile, thousands continue to gather in Washington, D.C. to commemorate the 1963 Civil Rights March in Washington and in protest of police violence. The families of Black Americans shot or killed by police will speak at the same site where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream speech. The event, christened Get Your Knee Off Our Necks, a reference to George Floyd's death, follows renewed protests over the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Since Mr. Floyd's death in May, marches in support of Black Lives Matter movement and against racism and police brutality have swept the U.S. and the globe. Remember, coronavirus is real. Ensure you wash your hands regularly using alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Wear your face masks while maintaining social distancing. That's it on AD4 TV Radio News Update, coming to you from Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. You can join the conversation at our website at www.ad4tvradio.com. Please follow us on our social media platforms at AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at AD4TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Anthonyetta Kalunta.
We love you, AD4 TV Radio.